Okay, that's Bali done. So we set off from Serangan harbour, Russell and I, and we sailed the 3 or 4 day sail across to Christmas Island. We were meant to go to Cocos, but you watched the video. Most of the sailing stuff is in the second half of the video if you're not interested in Bali. And for the geographically challenged, this is Bali, Christmas Island in relation to Australia. So Gail had left the boat, gone back to South Africa, and it was just me and Dizzy Lizzie. You'll see the lizard coming up now, my mascot, in Serangan harbour, getting the boat ready for crossing the Indian Ocean. I picked up flu, so Russell joins the boat a bit later. And this is me at immigration in Denpasar. I messed up my visa extension, so they hit me with a 14 or 15,000 rand fine, about an $800 fine. Yeah, don't mess up your visa. Yeah, practicing for my solo sailing one day. This is me alone on the boat, lifting the dinghy up. So you do everything manually and on your own. So one of my main big projects for getting ocean ready is fixing the steering, the helm, the steering pump. That's the expansion tank. That is the new version. You can see I've topped it up with a bit of oil there, and that is the new and improved Mark II version. You can see it's got a little white sort of filter cylinder inside, so that's to stop the oil from squirting out the top. You can actually see previously where it shot out the top, and you can still see a bit on the ceiling of the helm compartment. So we don't want that happening, so it shouldn't now with this new cylinder fitted into it, and hopefully it doesn't leak. I'll be watching very closely and be very grumpy if it leaks. But this is the Mark I version, the old wine glass that Elliot and I devised in emergency. It worked very well. Elliot came up with the whole idea, and the Mark II is just an improvement on that. We managed to get the right container. So, but I'll keep the Mark I as emergency backup. Let's see how we go. Sitting here at the main dinghy dock, or the ferry dock, sorry, not dinghy dock, there's the big ferries here. And waiting for Jeff from Making Memories, helping him tow his dinghy sent in for repairs without an engine. So he's waiting for the guys to bring his dinghy and we'll tow it back to the dinghy dock. The ferry dock. So it's been quite entertaining watching the fishermen. These guys love fishing, eh? So these are the fishing platforms. They get dropped off there by a guy like this and fish for the day. And others just stand in the water waist deep. Not too sure if there's any sharks here, but they don't seem to worry. I think all the sharks have been caught anyway. So yeah, these guys love their fishing. Those platforms over there, chock-a-block full with fishermen. And I think they pay a certain amount for the day and they can fish from there. Alright, welcome Russell. Just arrived at the boat.
Happy to be here.
Long trip, I think you came from Croatia.
That's right.
Hell of a trip. And then you had to mark time here because I was full of flu.
That's right, but it was such a beautiful place to be.
But we had a little sundowner on the shoreside restaurant. I'm embarrassed to say I had a Coke. And Russell had a bintang. But yeah, welcome, and let's get this boat across to Africa.
All right, sounds like fun.
And it's diesel fill-up time. These strong men from Indonesia are topping us off. 300 litres of diesel to go. And it's all brought from the fuel barge to this boat. And then in it goes. The diesel quality looks pretty good. And sweet and sour chicken here at the Warung on the jetty. Here's the dinghy dock. Jetty down there. Yeah. It's a bit stormy tonight. Russell's tucking in. And that's all our fuel. We've just walked 2 kilometers from the garage to get it, carrying those. So we've earned our rest. Russell's on a bintang. I'm still on orange juice, vitamin C, unfortunately. Not up to a beer yet. Just now I'm not well. But yeah, we leave tomorrow. Busy waiting final checkout by 6 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow by 12 we leave. Cocos Keeling. So it's our last supper on land. And for a long time we got Cocos Keeling. There's certainly no restaurants there. And we are at Pan Bobby having calamari and chips. Cheers Serangan Harbour, cheers Denpasar, cheers Bali. We're on our way. Lots of boys, I've got to concentrate. I can't video too long. Just dodged a whole lot, almost got caught up. How's that for a boat? Never seen one like that. Whew. That is a spaceship. It's always disconcerting coming so close to waves and reefs. That's about 20 meters away, coming out of Serangan. So we're about 4 hours into the trip. And there's Bali, leaving Bali in the distance. Come around from that point down in the distance there. And heading west. Morning, dawn of day 2 on our passage to Cocos Keeling. Might be a change of plan. We might be going to Christmas Island, which is on the way. It's about 3 or 4 days away. One of the fan belts snapped on the alternator on the starboard engine, which charges the house batteries. So we got one fan belt running, and I think I've got a spare, but I'm going to need to get more just in case. So probably going to pull into Christmas Island, also in Aussie territory. But yeah, calm night, motoring all the way. We've had very light winds, 5 to 10 knots. So it's been a motoring night, and yeah, on we go. Good morning, day 3 between Bali and Christmas Island. So yes, we are going to Christmas Island. We made a call and go see what it's like. It's on the way, it's a direct line to Cocos Keeling anyway, so it's not out of our way. And listen carefully, no engines. Wow. We've finally managed to kill the engines. We've got enough wind and we're sailing along at about between 5 and 6 knots, which is fine. Got a bit of a dirty bottom. Haven't had any opportunity to clean it. Certainly couldn't clean it in that dirty harbour we were anchored in. I wasn't going to get in that water. But yeah, here we go. Another day at sea. I think after this we'll have about 2 or 3 days left to get to Christmas Island. Got to be wide awake here, cruising along. I looked up and this road in front of me. If I didn't look up, I would have gone straight into it. So that fishing boat, no AIS, no markings. Hard to port, to steer. And it's 5 in the afternoon, sun's going down. Russell has concocted a great meal here. Got some salad, chicken nuggets, rice with an orange sauce. Cheers, Russell. Thank you. It's a great effort on a rolly sea. So Russell is having my sundowner beer for me. I'm still not up to a beer, but there's the bintang, there's the sunset. At least we've got one partaker. So that's the fan belt that's giving me the drama. You can see it's totally cracked up. Gotta find one of those. You're too lazy to get up and take the sunset. There it is there through the front window. Coming up to Christmas Island after 4 days at sea from Bali. This is it. Back to Australia. Australian territory. That's the tip of the island. We're going around the top into Flying Fish Cove around the corner. Pick up a marine ball. Christmas Island, here we are. Amazing, I haven't seen that many birds since the sardine run back in South Africa. thousands of seabirds. Must be a lot of fish under us. And we got some dolphin welcoming us. Spinner dolphin, yeah. Very excited to see us. And here we are. Cheers, Russell.
Cheers.
We had a fairly good sail across from Bali to Christmas Island here. And here we are. Look at this. This is our anchorage right next to a massive cliff. Let me just show you. And I'll definitely cheers to that. We're almost on the beach on a mooring ball. And we've got one neighbour. Christmas Island, here we are. So here we are, pretty much dead centre of Christmas Island. There's the fuel station. That over there, just beyond that truck, is the supermarket and duty free. Alcohol apparently is relatively cheap there. And we've just had the Christmas Island bakery. Let's explore some more. Okay, so just come out the pharmacy, the only pharmacy on the island. Got some cortisone cream for a bit of a heat rash I got. Yeah, and everything's sort of on the sea. Okay, we've just done the visitor centre, booked an island tour for 2 days time. And let's go check Christmas Island out on Thursday. Yeah, late afternoon. We're at Flying Fish Cove. Vento Del Mar over there, Kismet behind. And fairly pleasant here. And this is pretty much Christmas Island. So this is the Grand Bosun bar on the waterfront. And it's a real local and it's fantastic. So it's early morning on the 21st of August, a Wednesday. I'm off on my morning walk, trying to build up my strength after the flu. But yeah, Vento Del Mar on the mooring ball. There's be a ship coming in bringing in supplies. Could get interesting. And walking up to the top of the hill for a breakfast and then back down after the hardware. Let's go. Breakfast here at Smash Cafe. Toasted salmi, bacon and egg, nice juice. And yeah, it's sort of in the suburbs of Christmas Island, right at the top of the island. Got to walk back after this hardware first. And this is what Christmas Island is famous for, is the red crab. There he goes. Healthy looking specimen. So that's Flying Fish Cove. That ship pulled in this morning, loading up phosphates from the phosphate mine. And, yeah, that's Christmas Island, all of it. In the distance there, you can see that ship there. It is a ship contracted to the Australian Border Force, and they are based here permanently. And the ship just stays here. It's, yeah, interesting situation. But this is Christmas Island from halfway up the hill. This is the phosphate loading operation. Phosphate comes from way up the hill, top of Christmas Island. And the phosphates get packed and then loaded onto the ship. There it is there. Quite a big operation. So there it is. That's the ship that the island contracts to for, well, it's Border Force contracts out. And that ship stays next to the island, patrols. It doesn't go away from the island, it just moves around and around. Must be a huge amount of money just to keep a ship like that here. And Thursday morning, 22nd of August, it's Island Tour Day. We are at the Visitor Information Centre waiting for our pickup and to go see this island, the nature side of it anyway. So this is a structure they've built when the crab migration is on. They channel the crabs, come down the hill, and they channel them over this. The crabs go over this bridge all the way down there, and they walk through on into the bush, and that is all just to keep them off the road. So it's quite incredible. So this train used to haul the phosphates around, and it's been standing here since the 80s. Yeah, incredible. Here we are at the Dales, into the forests.
That's their abdomen.
Wow.
And these are the only crabs that live above ground. The only time they burrow is when they molt.
All the blue crab holes?
Yeah, a bit younger.
It's a little nipper crab. And there's the famous red crab. I'm sure we'll see more of them, but yeah, he's a bit outnumbered here by all the blue crabs. Plenty blue crabs. There's a little nipper crab. Tell you what, crab central here. Look at this lot. Don't want to stand too long, they might be chewing my toes. It's the robber crab. Yo, don't want to come through here at night. Healthy brute that. They can live up to 90 years, they say, and grow up to a meter. Over a meter, and they can weigh over 5 kilograms. It's huge. Mean looking dude. That's the blowhole blowing, you can hear the noise. Wait for it. Incredible power.
Basically, what we ended up doing, one of our
Yeah. This is looking straight up the middle of the banyan tree. What it does, it kills the host tree, so that it's now hollow in the middle, and it got this straight up. That must be about 30 meters up, straight up the middle of this tree. Amazing. Never stood inside a tree. And this is the way out. Between all these roots somewhere, is the way out.
the reason they call that Silver City was all the houses were originally made out of aluminium cladding.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they got the name Silver City. I just like the name, just got that old west feel about it, wild west.
Now it's called something else.
Oh, you got Poonzone just for
So
saying.
here we are at the Golden Bosun again, and it's probably the most popular tavern on the island. And look at that view. So we are heading out that way towards Cocos Keeling in a few days. Yeah, the sunset here at Grand Bosun. And it's one of those days again on Vento del Mar. It is laundry day. I have been washing laundry and hanging laundry the whole morning, and the boat is a washing line, and I'm watching those dark clouds. That's all we need, is to everything to now rain wet. Maybe departure tomorrow, hoping to leave with clean dry clothes. So we've made a call. We're leaving tomorrow, Saturday the 24th of August, heading to Cocos Keeling. The weather looks okay, it looks the best of the next 4. So we've been for last minute groceries. Russell is crazily packing things away. We got last minute diesel, just extra in case diesel. We got a bit of extra petrol for the dinghy and for the generator. We are ready, we are loaded and ready to go. And it's now 4 in the afternoon. We're looking to leave at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Christmas Island, been pretty good. And we're off. It's Saturday the 24th of August and we are leaving Christmas Island. 7:30 in the morning and we're right on time for departure. Expecting some good winds on this trip. It's going to be sporty, but we're ready for it. Russell's just finishing up the mooring lines and we're on our way. Neptune, be with us. And cheers to Christmas Island. This is the whole of Christmas Island. That's the one point, the most western point. And in the distance, you can see the most eastern point where we've just come from. That is Christmas Island. Not very big. And we are on our way.